Hi, welcome to Above Deck, a below deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer and former marine biologist from Charleston, South Carolina, but currently I'm in a basement in Washington, D.C. With
On
me
her
is my...
own.
What'd you say?
On your own. Like
On
you
my
were
own. I'm not
willing to be there.
locked in a basement in Washington, D.C. I am in a friend's basement. There's my bed. It's a disaster. Um, with me is my college roommate and co-host, Kelli.
I'm Kelly Busby, a former radio host and current volleyball mom, coming to you from my home studio in Columbus. Together, Sarah and I hosted the Socks with Sandals radio show on WFAL in Bowling Green, Ohio. And we are back again this week to discuss Below Deck and our love of all things Bravo.
Today we'll be discussing Below Deck Season 11, Episode 15, We'll Always Have Paris.
Here's your recap. The new guests arrive and Dylan has his eye on the primary's daughter. Paris oversteps at the picnic on the beach and Chef Nick is annoyed. Captain Carey steps in to solve communication issues with the interior. The crew goes bowling on their night off. So Sarah, what'd you think about this one?
I just felt like meh.
Yeah.
It was kind of a boring episode.
Yeah.
We came off of a high on the last episode, so it's like, how could they compete with that? So meh.
Right.
Anyway, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So when the episode starts, it's 5 hours before a short charter, and Barbie and Kyle are untangling themselves in Barbie's bunk, and same going on with Ben and Sunny.
It's so cute. And I know it's puppy love, but it's just cute. And I want more.
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
do not judge me for living through you.
The heads of department go over the upcoming charter with their people. Paris is helping Nick with a beach picnic. And I was thinking, oh, good thing they get along so well.
I really don't know what's going on between the two of them, really.
I don't know. I think it's sexual tension, personally.
You think? I mean, it's like hate.
Yeah, or brother-sister stuff. I don't know. There's something going on there.
Yeah, there's something there.
So Barbie tells her mom about Kyle, and he even says hi to her mom on the phone, and she says she likes his accent.
It's a bit awkward. He was definitely caught off guard, right? He thought he wasn't ready. And schmooze with her in the closet and, hey, say hi to my mom.
Yeah. The gorgeous, rich guests arrive. Aren't they beautiful? All of them.
So pretty.
The dad said that this boat is 3 times as large as their yacht that's in Newport Beach.
He said he was having boat envy. So cute. I loved their walk up. Like their dresses were so pretty and they looked rich and gorgeous.
They did.
They were and they seemed like they were ready to have a good time. So
definitely. So Fraser's really glad to have a family on board for once. They haven't really had that this season. And this is more what he's used to. And I loved the flashback to all the other guests they've had this season. Did you love that?
It was so good. St. David should be called Hot Mess Express.
Definitely.
To be the new name. So I was thinking back to the families, though, who have been on the yachts that we've seen from different seasons and franchises and stuff. And I was worried that they might be the same because he made it a point, Fraser did, to say, now, we can see everything you do in the hot tub.
Yeah. Well,
he was like
seen some weird naked brother-sister stuff talking to dad on the phone. So, yeah, you never know.
So, yeah. Stranger things have happened at sea, I guess.
For sure. So Fraser and Nick are disagreeing about whether sushi should be plated or not for lunch.
It's always something with these two.
I know. Captain Carey shows the primary around the engine room.
These were like 2 kids in a toy shop. They were so
So Paris talks to Ben about Nick and how she's not really getting along with him. And Ben responds, well, he's 40 years old and still in yachting.
Was that supposed to be a dig at his age?
Apparently. I mean, there are older people that work in yachting. I mean, you have chief officers, engineers. I don't think it's that weird, but I get it. Like the deckhands and the stews, they're younger people. And, Nick has a plan. He's going to get out in probably 10 years, and be retired. So
he's loving life. What he's doing, let him be. Ben, be nice.
Yeah, don't be ageist.
Wow.
So these guests are doing the beach picnic first thing. And I was just thinking, I would not be getting off the yacht if I was only there for one day, one night. Like, that's crazy. You know,
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the boat. The picnic spot is at this little marina, but don't worry, there's still random dogs running around like at some of our other locations.
I thought, I thought the same thing. Like, you're only here for one night. Like, why would you
Why would you
spend
get off
half of
this
it
super
off the
yacht?
boat? Yeah. So, but the primary, she was dropping some knowledge on us. I don't know if you caught that, but did you know this is what she was telling us that more people die from being hit by a coconut than by sharks? And the reason every year, apparently, that's an every year stat. And apparently, the palm trees in California are hybrid. Therefore, they do not have coconuts.
Oh, interesting. Okay. They just look pretty.
They just look pretty. And that's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you, Primary, for that bit of knowledge. So
Right.
Paris is taking over this beach picnic. Nick decides he's just going to let her be in charge and just avoid an argument.
Yeah.
But the guests do love the food.
I like she was being a bit pushy,
For sure.
just trying to, and I don't blame him. I mean, he doesn't want to, he just wants to get stuff done. And I will say, that I don't, he's got to nip it. He's got to stop it right now, or else she's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Um, did you notice the primary dad talking about how they had bear when they were in Sweden?
Yeah.
He said that was a tough food trip. I mean, that I yeah, when bear's on the menu. Yeah.
I've never heard of people eating bear.
No,
Hmm.
thank you.
Must be a thing
I'll
there.
just have bread.
Yeah, I'll just bread. More, bring another basket of bread and hold the
The
bear.
bread, please.
So back to the boat, Captain Carey talks to Nick about how lunch went, and Nick says he was planning to do family style, but then Paris changed it to plated.
Here we go.
Yeah. So Ben and Sunny are being very flirty once again, and they disappear into the Laz head. So much for keeping things professional.
Yeah. She did say, though, in her green screen, it's on her if she gets hurt again because she knows the red flags are there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
enjoy. Have
Whatever.
fun.
So Paris tells Fraser about the beach lunch, and her
Yeah.
interpretation is that Nick just left and she had to do everything. And then I was thinking, the chef never stays the whole time. I mean, do they? I don't think
I
they
don't
do.
think so.
I didn't think it was that weird that he left.
I think they come last and leave first. I mean, they
Yeah.
are a one person department and they're feeding all the tummies on board, all the meals for the
Yeah.
day by himself. So, I don't think it's wrong that he left. I don't think Paris told Fraser everything as it went.
Uh-huh.
So then he gets amped up even more.
Yeah. And Fraser has been, bad mouthing the chef to the
Yeah.
girls. So there's friction
Right. Right.
between these two departments. So
Yeah.
Captain Carey talks to Fraser while they're eating, kind of wants to find out the deal with the beach picnic. And Fraser says everything was fine with lunch, no issues. And Captain Carey knows that he's not telling him something.
I mean, when somebody tells you, I'm fine, everything's fine, all is good, nothing to see here, nothing to worry
Yeah.
about, you know that it's not fine. And
Yeah.
Captain Carey already knows too, because he talked to Paris, but I think what Fraser's trying to do is he's trying to show Cap that he's getting along with Nick, that
Mm-hmm.
it's not a big deal. But I also think Fraser knows what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. And it seemed he kind of hesitated at first, like he was going to say something, and then he just
Right.
said it was fine. So
Yeah.
Captain Carey joins the guests for the Casino Royale dinner. And
Yeah.
while dinner is being plated, Paris is telling Nick what to do. She's like, do a little more drizzle for me.
Why? What did we need a drizzle? The plate looked beautiful. It was bright, it was colorful, it looked
Yeah.
delicious. And I felt like the drops of green just made it look dirty. And he wasn't happy because she basically just pooed on his creation.
Yeah. I don't know. She was really taking over. And This should have been nipped in the bud like a while
Absolutely.
earlier.
And
Yeah.
Fraser was right there. No, wait. No, he
Was he?
wasn't. Just
He
kidding.
wasn't. Okay.
No, that's at a different part.
Yeah. So, what was that rap that Dylan recorded in his room?
I, I, OMG, I have no idea. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we talked about him last week with Alex P. Taylor about how much he has this passion for life and just living it and having fun
Yeah.
and being in the moment. So maybe this is what I was thinking. And it could have been the day drinking that made me think of this because Mother's Day. So um maybe he has dreams, aspirations, if you will, to be the next big hip hop star to come out of South Africa.
Maybe.
And he was working on his demo.
Could be. I don't know.
Not
They
believable.
definitely left out that storyline. So after dinner, the girls get in the hot tub and Dylan is up there and they decide to play truth or dare.
Okay.
And they dare him to take his shirt off and dance for them. And he does this whole like flash dance magic Mike number with a bottle of water.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was sexy. It was kind of hilarious, actually.
It was fun.
It was funny. I appreciated the reference. So he exchanged Instagram handles with the girls, and it's so that they can meet up when he's in California.
I was a bit worried about how this was going to go with him and how he wants to get with one of the girls or at least
Yeah.
talk to her.
He
But
keeps it
I think he did okay.
professional. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
The next day, Nick is making crepes and Paris is hovering, and I mean hovering, and telling him what heat level to use. She's out of control, right?
Girl, get out of his kitchen.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for as long as she has been breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, she just needs to give him some space. And Fraser is right there at this one. Why didn't he say anything?
I don't know. Like this is awkward. So
Yeah.
Captain Carey is getting nervous for this docking because it's so windy, but the deck team, smooth operator, totally pros, handle it really well.
So amazing. They did really well. It was neat.
So the guest departure, the primary Rob says anytime they're in Southern California, he'd love to host the whole crew on his boat and, they would be the crew for them.
Yeah.
Super nice family. I wish we had more time with them.
Yes. And I do believe that they'll follow up with that.
Yeah.
They just seem like really great people, genuine people.
Yeah. So they remind me how the wealthiest clients generally are easy to deal with. And I'm thinking about myself with photography, but the clients that are like asking for discounts and trying to nickel and dime me are the ones that give me the hardest time.
I feel like it's like that though. Like not only, I mean, it was like that when I would sell weddings, but even like at the bank, like it's just, and just because you have money doesn't mean you have class.
Money can't buy you class. Elegance is learned, my friends. Okay, the tip meeting. We have just one charter left, FYI.
Yes.
They get $25K for just that one day. Like, that's a lot of money.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Barbie plans to use her money on something she can wear, and she said her closet at home looks like Saks Fifth Avenue. So what would you say that your closet looks like, Kelly?
As I'm looking at it, a hot mess. So I'd have to say like a cross between Macy's and Stitch Fix and the swag shop for the company I work for. Like I have so much branded stuff, but not only for my day job, but also for Above Deck.
Oh yeah, we have lots of Above Deck swag.
Yes.
And you can get yours on the website. Click the link in our bio. I would say mine looks like Land's End catalog, like on a good day, but at worst, it looks like a rack at Goodwill. Probably. Anyway, okay. So Captain Carey calls Paris to the bridge, and Paris tells Carey that she was told the food would be plated for the beach picnic, and Captain Carey reminds her that she has one stripe and the chef has 3.
And he doesn't usually pull that card when talking to the crew, but it was needed and it was getting out of control. So I'm glad he stepped in.
Yeah, me too. So next, Fraser and Nick are called up and he wants them there together Like, so there's no funny business about he said, he
Right.
said. Carrie says there's been a communication breakdown between the departments, and he doesn't care if they don't like each other. There's only one charter left, and
Right.
they have to be clear on the plan ahead of time. So they leave, and then Fraser tells Nick they should go over menus ahead of time, like really plan it out. And
Yeah.
Fraser will run service next time, not Paris.
I, I think that's a solid plan because it's
Yeah.
going to keep everything between them,
Yeah,
and there's no chance of things being lost in translation. So I think it's good.
definitely. Okay, the preference sheet meeting. We have Michelle and her girlfriends. She's recently separated, and this is her freedom tour.
Yes. I had a I'm single now party
Fun.
at the day after my divorce, um after it was final, and I think it was amazing. From what I remember, I woke up passed out in the bathroom. So, it's fun.
I
I
wish I had
partied.
been there for that.
Oh, I know, me too. It was fun.
So for the French, oh, these are the things they want. They want a French dinner,
Yeah.
want a Reiki person to come on board, Reiki
Ooh,
practitioner, and then they want a Beyonce birthday.
yes.
So sounds good. Okay, so we have a crew night out. Kyle's wearing a kilt, and they go bowling. This is fun. Fun to have an
Great
activity.
option. That, like, who would have thought? And it's a great way to have some fun and not get blasted.
Yeah, exactly. Because they do have to work the next day. They don't get like a whole day off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Kyle starts flashing everyone because, as we all know, Scotsmen don't wear anything under their kilt.
That's right.
And Barbie is not happy about it.
Oh, yes. Poor Barbie. Kyle says he won't do it anymore, though, because he wants to make sure she's happy.
Yeah, this is sweet, I guess.
Cute.
I thought it was really funny, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, what would you do if your boyfriend was like flash? I mean, I would be mortified.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure I
mean,
would be.
Bill would
Yeah.
never do that. So, it's really hard to imagine.
Oh, yeah. No. I don't know. I, I don't know.
Yeah, I get how she feels. That would be awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Xandi is the worst bowler I have ever seen. It's just gutter ball after gutter ball.
Oh, poor
Poor thing.
girl.
She's having fun though.
Yeah.
Okay, so they head back to the boat. There's more canoodling, and Barbie thinks there may be a future with Kyle, like when they get off the boat.
That's amazing.
I know, I love that. So that's where the episode ends.
I don't know. I feel kind of different about their relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, like, based on all the other ones that we've seen happen, it was they were friends first, and
Yeah,
then it wasn't just like a
right.
stuff that just kept happening. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe something happened.
we'll see what happens. It's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite Below Deck cast members.
Mm. Sarah, Captain Sandy and Leah got married last weekend in Florida.
So
How
exciting.
exciting is that?
What do we
All
know?
of this love talk makes me happy. So here are the deets that we know. Fort Lauderdale, Kate Chastain and Aesha were guests.
Mm-hmm.
Chef Dave did the food, which I think we knew about that.
Yeah, we knew that.
Um, but he also did the cake. That was
Mhm.
exciting. We think Nadine was the official, or she
The
officiated the
officiant.
ceremony.
Yeah.
And guests weren't allowed to post photos. However, Chef Dave did.
Yeah, that's how we know a lot of this information.
Yeah.
So, I follow most of Aisha's stories day to day, and she
Yeah.
had posted, I don't know, a few days ago that she was getting ready to travel to the States for Leah and Sandy's wedding. And then she didn't really mention it again. She just said something like, we're not allowed to share what's going on, but there's a big event today. So I'm guessing either they filmed it for like a below deck wedding special,
Oh, fun.
or or maybe they sold like exclusive rights to everything to like People Magazine or Us
Yeah.
Weekly, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they get to announce everything first. So that's why we didn't see any photos except for Dave's he did like a selfie with Kate Chastain, and you could see the wedding happening in the background. And one of our listeners pointed out that Nadine, who is the showrunner, executive producer, was officiating. It looked like, from what we
Yeah.
could tell, So that's all we know.
It's so neat. So speaking of Aesha,
Yeah.
she and her boyfriend Scott got engaged in New Zealand.
Yay.
How exciting. It's amazing.
Amazing. Her ring is amazing. Yeah,
So
congrats.
happy for, and I think they just bought a house too, so they're,
They did. So
settling
many
in.
big things happening. Very
I love
exciting.
it.
So, are people telling you that they are seeing us in the Bravo commercial?
Um, no, but I show everybody I can the
Okay.
videos.
I've had like cousins of mine that I didn't know watched Bravo tell me they've seen me, and like people that don't know about the podcast. I had a girl I went to elementary school message me on Facebook, sent me a friend request,
I
and
love it.
he was like, I thought I saw you on Bravo, and I just had to come look for you on Facebook and confirm it was you. And of course, my Facebook is all above deck all
Oh
day.
yeah.
So it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aw. No, it's
That's
so
so
fun. I
fun.
love the
You know,
commercials we're in, so
so fun.
we're lucky.
Yes, we are.
Paris and Barbie will be on Watch What Happens Live on Monday, which is yesterday.
Yeah, we're coming to you from the past or the
Oh,
future.
sorry. Future.
Future.
Future. Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming to you.
So and we'll talk about that next week. But primary Alex P. Taylor is going again. How does he
I
get this little
know. He's
hookup?
gonna be in the audience again. Like Andy Cohen's gonna like get to know him.
And
So
that means that we might be able to work on our margaritas.
yes, exactly. He's gonna try to talk to somebody about us bartending on Watch What Happens Live. So
Can you
fingers
imagine?
crossed. Alex P. Taylor is hosting a watch party in New York City on Monday with
Awesome.
Barbie in Paris and co-hosting with Brandon McLaughlin, who is another Below Deck person. He's the one that went swimming on Below Deck Down Under last season. And then
Yeah.
he was just on this season too. So
How
caused some drama.
exciting.
So that's gonna be fun. I'm actually gonna be connecting through LaGuardia like at the time of the watch party tomorrow, but alas, it's not gonna work out. I'm like, if I had known ahead of time, I would have like made sure I was there. But
Just wave from the window.
yeah, I'll just leave as I go by. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh,
cool.
that's really exciting though. Lots
Yeah,
of big stuff happening.
definitely. Can't wait to see all the pictures.
Mhm.
We have a listener question. At
What if-
Val Heedham writes, who is your favorite friendship on the boat? Mine is Frasier and Captain Carey. Love the coaching moments they have and how he gave the New Year's kiss permission with a little chuckle.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite friendship on the boat?
I like Paris and Xandi.
Yeah,
They're cute together. And they're
I
just
do
having
too.
fun living life.
I think that's my favorite too. I
Yeah.
love like I wish we had more of them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that Paris wasn't there from the beginning, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So fun.
So NBC Universal's upfront presentation is next week, and Bravo announced that Below Deck will be renewed for season 12.
Cool.
And word on the street is it's already filming.
Yeah, that's what
So
we're
that's kind of
hearing.
yeah.
So I think Captain Carey's been spotted and Frasier's been spotted. And I just want to put it out that like this has been reported in lots of places, otherwise I wouldn't say it.
Right.
But if you see them filming, like don't spill the beans about who's there. Like let it be a surprise for next season, you know?
Yeah. Mallory says that too with like Taylor Swift stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, guys, calm down. We'll get it when we get it. Like, because people
Yeah.
will leak the music ahead of time.
Yeah.
Let it be a
Exactly.
surprise. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be surprised too. Like, we knew that Aesha was on Med a long time ago because people posted photos of them filming. And I'm like, how incredible would that surprise have been if none of us knew, you know?
Right. Right.
So,
Keep it
darn it.
in. Keep it in.
Anyway, just keep it to yourself.
It's time for our segment, Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Carey for a stern talking to. Sarah, who do you choose this week?
I'm going to choose Paris for her behavior in the galley and for taking over at the beach picnic. And yeah,
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
too many cooks. Get out of the kitchen.
That's right. All right, Paris, come on up.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Hurrdat Media, especially Grace. Please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend. And please, please, please rate and review us 5 stars only.
Please follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod, and you can also email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. And you can always watch our episodes on the YouTube channel of Hurrdat Media. Until next time, I'm Kelly Busby.
And I'm Sarah Goldman. We'll see you next week.